Hey traders, looking at Tesla today, 9:27 Monday, after the big bad Fed event last week, which he delivered all the bad news. Was actually good news for the economy, bad news for stocks because they take away the binky, the taper process. He didn't announce when it starts, Fed chair, but he did announce when it ends, which was pretty mind-boggling in the question and answer, no less. Um, Crazy or genius? We will find out. Well, Ben Bernanke did it the proper way and he got the taper tantrum. This guy did it the crazy way. Let's see what it comes up with it. Definitely not a tantrum. We had 3 green days in a row, and today could still be green. We'll see. It is somewhat green. The only pain today is in the mega giga caps, but not in this guy. This guy is up 2%. Who is this? This is Apple. I mean, Tesla. Apple is the crapple today. Who would have thunk it? Well, we charted it and we saw some breakout lines, and they're pretty obvious now in hindsight. One of them was here, one of them was here. It was kind of a murky one. So let me put this is the daily chart. I'll put my lines to show you what we were thinking. The trigger from here I shared was to target 790. We are, just clicked 790.06 as I'm doing this video. So the breakout, I got a couple of messages from the chat room. Should I chase it? Is it a breakout? Well, the breakout started well below, and depends what level you're at, and depends on how fast you are, and what your time frame is ultimately. Short term, there are two candles that speak volumes. This was definitely saying, oh, nope, we don't want to be here. This was confirmed it, these long tails. And then the failure, and then today they blew it out. Now, if you look left, today may have started another breakout because they overcame a hurdle. But I don't like to start chasing here a trade, not an investment, trade. So if I'm trading this breakout starting now, I'm pretty freaking late. That doesn't mean it's over. It just means that it may require special skills to be able to eke out a profit from here, especially in the stop loss department. So if you don't know how to read charts that are lower than 1 day, I don't think you have the advantage in chasing it today, unless you're buying for the super long-term investment style like ARK did. But that's not what I'm talking about here today. I'm talking about the short-term upside opportunity. So I'm not ragging on the company saying, well, it's not good for the investment. I'm saying this is not the topic of discussion. It's to address, hey, should I chase this breakout? Well, the breakout's happened already. This is progress by beating prior fails along the target of the breakout. It just literally hit 790. That was my target. Look, trigger to 790. And it was from here, time frame. So in September, early, I pointed it out. So here we are. End of September, finally got there. Here, it wasn't, whenever I discussed it, it wasn't a place to leave because that was the neckline from which they broke out earlier. Same concept. Bulls showed up, bulls in charge. So now you're going to see people probably share, oh, this is the upper end of the channel, it's going to fail. Maybe, but I give more weight to actual levels versus trends. So yeah, a trend is cool, but it's not as emphatic as a level. This was a very sharp point of failure. Look at it. I mean, it's very clear. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nobody can misinterpret this. Nope, we don't want to be here, and look at the correction that ensued. Look how long it took to come back. So depending on how this candle resolves itself today and tomorrow, this is a 4-hour candle, so half a day. So we get 2 of these a day, a trading day. So keep that in mind, that the fight is not over, depending on where it closes today. So if it closes above this emphatically, and by the way, the close on this candle is not up here. It's down here. So this is the close to beat, really. But this is the psychological visual of it. So if I go to a daily chart, it's going to look like this. This one. So that day, they poked to here and they closed here. So the day before it, April 13th, the high, closed almost at the high. And look how well that level matches up with these candles that are serving as the breakout neckline here that they clobbered, this one. So I'll put my cursor here so you can look left at the dashed white line. And look left further. It's this, and that. This is a very important candle. It just tells. Okay, so now we've established that this, quote, breakout is long in the tooth, but it's making good progress. That's really the message here. So yes, I can chase it from here, but boy, do I need to be good to do it successfully. The easy money is done, and now you're getting into one sharp fail and a whole mess of resistance there. Not bearish in all by itself. I'm just telling you the fight you have. You're fighting against these soldiers up here, and you better be good. So super long term, that's on you and on the fundamentals that you believe are with this company. I believe that the shorts in this company are playing tennis with a ping pong racket, meaning if you're shorting pops, you're going against the trend. This is like the hard way of making money. The easy money with this company is anytime people hate it, get long somehow. Sell put spreads. If you want to own shares, I would sell puts on bad days. That's the easy way to make money with Tesla and not have to worry about any headlines. So I don't know why this obsession with shorting successful companies. You're saying it's not successful, it's not making money. Well, you haven't looked at the P&L lately if you don't think it's successful. It is absolutely successful. Just look at the P&L. It generates $6 billion in cash flow from its own operations. It no longer needs to beg and borrow in order to exist. It can feed its own beast. So now they can do other stuff that they promised they would do. Tell me it's not successful. Total revenue went from 12 billion to 42 billion in 4 years. They went to the brink of death a couple years ago, the worst case scenario, when they said, oh, they can't make the $900 million payment. And then they came out and gave him this exorbitant pay plan and then boom, the company just completely flipped, right? So what are you still fighting? They net 2 billion. This is where critics go in and they say, oh my God, all of this is because of credit this and credit that. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. I bet you if you dig into all the companies that are successful, they have all had help one way or another. So it doesn't matter how they make their money. This is plain, unless this is cheating, you're fighting a winning team. Price to sales is 20, not exorbitant. It's not cheap, but it's not exorbitant given the growth they deliver. So NIO is a little bit cheaper. For absolute comparisons, Apple is about 9, 8. Microsoft is probably closer to 10. Facebook too. Maybe Facebook after this drop is a little cheaper. The cheapest of all of the growth companies is Amazon by far, like 4 price to sales last time I checked. Anyway, I wouldn't fight Tesla just because that's your mindset. It's cheap. They make money based on free money from the government. Blah, blah. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. The money's there. They should take it. If they don't take it, they're idiots, and you shouldn't buy the stock. Plain and simple. Take emotions out of the game. It doesn't matter what you think of him or not. The company is the leading EV provider for now. The big automaker are catching up quickly. I don't know the absolute numbers that these guys provide. The numbers I'm looking at are kind of murky. They're not very reliable. But of the new EV companies, Tesla is the leader. It actually established the market. And NIO is probably second. XPEV and LI. And then the rest I wouldn't bother with until they start making money. All right, Nick signing out.